I guess as a unit coordinator you are aware that you are responsible for the learning of your students, and you have to be aware of the different challenges for internal and external students. So you have to try to help both in their modes of learning, and you have to use different strategies corresponding to those student cohorts. So I'm always looking at things. I mean, you get comments coming back in your student surveys and say, well, couldn't we do this differently, or what about doing that instead? And you've got to stop and think about it and say, well, could I do that? Why haven't I done it? What stopped me so far? Is it a valid comment? Yes, okay, well then I'll do this and make the change accordingly. So you're always looking at what you're doing and thinking, well, could that have been done better? Does that part of the course need to be expanded on? What activity could I put in there to deal with that? And is that appropriate to an online situation, or is that better done in a lecture, or should that be put into the tutorial? And you've got to make these decisions. I guess problem solving comes into it in that you think, well, I've got a problem here, what do I do about it? But at all times you've got to be thinking in the learning context, I'm here to teach this particular part of the unit. Whatever I do has to enhance the unit content and the way it's delivered to students. And I think it's really important that unit coordinators allow time for reflection on how did it go this semester, what could I have done differently, did that exercise work, no, take it out, try something different there, I could have been more organised there, students were a little bit confused which room to go to there, how could I do it better next time. Taking on anybody's comments, be they a tutor, a student, a fellow staff member, they often come up with good ideas too. Going along to university seminars and hearing what other people do is really good as well, and just be open to new ideas and that you can change and do things slightly differently, and it might have a really good outcome for your students.